you're building a big fan base.
Yeah.
I've been watching you grow.
Yeah.
Organically.
Yeah.
Independently.
Yeah.
Really with no one really pushing you.
Yeah.
No one really stamping you and co-signing you but the streets.
Yeah.
One thing that the fans don't know about Joe Moses.
One thing that the fans don't know about me, man, I'm a teddy bear. You know what I'm saying? I'm Joe Moses in the streets, and that's my image. I'm a tough nigga, but I'm really a tough nigga though. You understand? But as far as when I come in the house, like with my kids, I'm a big teddy bear. Like I love being with the kids, football. I love doing that type of basketball. I love, you know what I mean, being with my family mainly. You know what I mean? Hanging up under my mom. I go to my mom's house. I might hang up under her all day, and my mom, she a real gangster. She might be like, nigga, get out of here. You know, but I'm a big teddy bear. I just love being with my family. You know what I mean?
I love that. I did a reality show called Millionaire Matchmaker.
Yeah.
They call me the tough teddy bear.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you're tough on the outside, but inside, you know, we teddy bears, you know.
Exactly.
And I'm glad your mom's still alive, you know, and you get to spend time with her, because I always tell everybody that I lost my mom.
Yeah.
And that it wasn't for our mothers, we wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
And if our mothers are still alive, make sure we go see them, tell them we love them, hug them, so on and so forth.
My mom, my biggest fan. You know, she got AOB, the same thing I got. She got AOM.
Gangster.
All out moms. I'm talking about my whole family. My aunties, like 5 of my aunties. My mom, my father had it, my uncle. I'm just talking about, it's like a family.
Right, explain the movement.
AOB is the movement. It's something that I created with my brother Punch, Mills, Dope Boy, Tiny Rock, my homie Stretch. You know, we just built the movement together, you know what I mean? And it was basically family, like predominantly family. We was just trying to cause something new by me being a blood, a Damu. And, you know, at the time, the Bloods wasn't really on like that. We really only had game. So I'm like, man, how can I make people associate with my music by not being so, you know, I didn't want to, you know, they used to get in my head and say, you do this too much, you're going to get blackballed. If you flag your colors too much, you're going to get blackballed. They're going to be afraid of you. So I'm like, how can I build a movement that's going to be bigger than life to make everybody mess with me? So you know what I did? My family is big, Watts, Compton, Inglewood. I just made a predominantly family. So it was Bloods and Crips. So at the end of the day, you can't say that I can't associate myself with my family. You know, my family is Crips and my family is Blood. So we just brought it all together and made a big movement in Compton, Watts, Inglewood, and it was AOB, All Our Bosses.
What is that, All Our Bosses? We have a family member that's related to you, related to me, Big U. Shout out Big U.
Yeah, that's my godfather, man. That's really like, you know, a lot of people use his name in vain.
Right.
Oh, I know Big U.
Right.
That's you know, that's
and you
really,
all owe him a check.
Yeah, exactly. That's really my family though. That's really my godfather. And I don't even use his name like that until you know what I'm saying? Like that's really my family. He know we done been in the trenches together and we done thugged it out together and all, and I'm really proud of what he came home and did. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
He's an inspiration to people that go away for over a decade and come home and do positive. Because you know, when we found Nipsey, it was the same thing. Like everybody was saying, don't use where you from because it'll hurt you.
Yeah.
And you were like, no, I'm gonna still use it and be myself. Like I said, I'm not from LA. I'm from Queens, New York. I'm glad you went to Queens and you saw the hood.
I love it.
I'm not a Blood. I'm not a Crip.
Yeah.
I know a lot of them, the real ones, including you. I want to know how you feel about, and I still don't know. Maybe I'm naive to it. Why Compton is Bompton? Because there's a lot of Crips in Compton.
Yeah.
Why is that? And then another thing is, I see all these young kids saying they Brackin.
Yeah.
Explain to me, what is that?
I'm gonna break it down for you.
Please, because you don't want to probably gonna break it down real.
That's blood terminology. Period, point blank. Pyrus and Bloods, damn near the same shit. It's more Pyrus in Compton than it is in LA. We got a couple of Pyru hoods in Los Angeles, you know what I'm saying? Compton and LA is just 2 cities over, you know what I mean? But everything is Los Angeles County. So we just put B's in front of everything. We don't be extra out with it. Like, you know, back then a lot of older homies used to be extra out with it. And, you know, coming up now, the music done changed a lot because the Bloods are more on the scene. You understand what I'm saying? We dominating like more worldwide. It's still more Crips than us. You know what I'm saying? Especially in California.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we just dominating more worldwide because we got bigger artists that's Bloods. But, you know, Game kicked open the door from the beginning. You know what I mean? And it's just how we talk. Bompton is Bompton. But I got some Crip niggas that's Compton. You know what I'm saying? We say Brackin. You know what I'm saying? Everything is Brackin. It's just cracking.
Gotcha.
You know, Crips say, what's cracking, my nigga? Or, you know what I'm saying? We say, what's Brackin? You know what I mean? That's just the terminology that we came up with, like, you know, coming up. It's nothing that's started from music. This is real life terminology.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bompton and Brackin is real terminology. You got some power rules that don't say no, put no C. Like we don't put, like Compton Crips put 2 C's in front of they 2 C's. They Compton Crips. They put 2 C's in front of everything. So Bompton is, you know, they put everything with a B or with a P. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny because I've been in LA 20 years and I've never heard it until maybe the last year.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like wondering, like my man Eazy was alive.
Yeah.
Like, he's from Compton. Like
it was predominantly
like that,
Crips.
right?
It was predominantly Crips. We wasn't on the scene until you got artists like DJ Quick came through and Mac 10, like the Relatives. Like
Wow.
these are the artists that really like kicked open the door for the Bloods. Like the Damu Riders, B Brazy. These are underground artists that really kicked it open for the Bloods.
Right.
I say the homies.
Right.
You know what I mean? And me being a homie, it's like you know, being from LA, man, we Bloods stick together. We used to, you know, that's how we used to be. It's like blood family, like we stick together. And so when you see a lot of Bloods now, I mean, a lot of Bloods has really been blooding. I know, like 211.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They really been blooding. I know these people from gang activities, from gang functions, and that's how active blood members know other active blood members. If you wasn't in gang functions, we don't know you.
Right. I'm glad you said the Relatives and 211.
Menace, Compton Menace.
Yeah, Compton Menace.
Compton Menace was probably one of the only power rules at Compton High School that really was power ruin, that really banged fruit tank. He's a real individual.
Right.
And so those are the guys that, you know, we don't have to speak every day, but I respect their gangsterism just being as men, and they respect me. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, you're men. How do you feel about, and this is my opinion, like there's a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
They're out here saying they crippin' or they
blooding.
Or they blooding, right? Fortunately or unfortunately, you know, I'm an OG and I know a lot of OGs. But the problem is the stereotyping thing of these young kids.
Yeah.
And I would say a lot of Caucasian kids in Beverly Hills or like Long Island, New York, the ritzy neighborhoods, they want to say they gang members or they gangbang and they bloods and they red rags because they see their favorite rapper on TV saying they're blood.
Yeah.
But when they're confronted by a real blood or a real Crip, that rag I see go in the garbage can, all of a sudden they're not doing it.
Yeah.
And I always tell everybody, me being from New York, I'm like, living in LA, they really doing it out there, and it's a lifestyle. But there's a lot of people fronting or perpetrating that they gang members and they gang banging, which to me is just, it's fucking up the whole industry or these young kids, you know?
Yeah, because they don't have the right everybody just fucking up the game, they watering it down. I mean, but it make it good for the real niggas to really stand out.